Member of our chapter. Derrek has been here many times as a guest, and now it's my pleasure to introduce him as one of our own. He is, however, not new to Toastmasters. He has given a few speeches in his club in Colorado Springs, Colorado. George Washington once said, "It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one." In his speech titled, "Destroying Monuments," Derrek will inform us why we love excuses. Please help me introduce Derrek Long.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Excuses are tools of the weak and incompetent. They are used to build monuments of nothingness and bridges to nowhere. And those who use those tools seldom exceed at anything except excuses. That was a quote often cited by one of my high school teachers, Mr. Cloggy. However, it would be years later until those words really resonated with me. You see, I'm giving my icebreaker speech here tonight. It's the first speech here at this club. But I don't just want to give an icebreaker. I want to give a breakthrough speech. A breakthrough not only for myself, but a breakthrough for anyone here who wants to live with the greatness inside them into their highest potential. You see, we all have excuses. And until we get rid of the tools of the weak and incompetent, then we can live our lives to its highest potential. Say no to excuses. And today, I want to destroy my monuments of nothingness that I've built in my life, throughout my life. I've built many bridges to nowhere to avoid getting out of responsibility. I lived in my monuments. They kept me safe. In my opinion, there's three main reasons why we use excuses in our lives. The first one is avoid responsibility. Now think back into school, how we all wanted to avoid getting out of homework or participating in class. The big one for me was to make the excuse of being sick. Take the thermometer, put it by the heating vent, heat it up a little bit, and say, "Sure, Mom, look, I have a fever." Well, she caught on when I had 110 fever and she was already rushing to the hospital. Or my buddy Andrew, boy, he was the king of excuses. When I ran out of ideas, I went to him. His excuses were so good. Like the 4 years of high school, his grandfather must have died 10 separate times. He was getting a lot of condolences. The second reason we use excuses in our lives is to complain or play the victim. We pull out the victim card as a reason why we haven't made something of ourselves. Oh, I didn't go to college. I didn't get my high school diploma. I'm too young. I'm too old. Or I'm a single parent and I can't live out my dreams and achieve my goals if I'm home raising children. Or here's a big one. Society has all these limitations built in that don't allow me to prosper, such as my skin color, or I'm a woman, or so-and-so is president. And see, even those all sound like good reasons, really they're just excuses. And as long as you make somebody or something else responsible for your problems, you can't change, you can't become better. The third reason we use excuses in our lives is to avoid the fear of failure. A lot of us avoid situations that we can't be perfect in each and every time. And therefore we make excuses to avoid the potential humiliation. Man, there was many times I wanted to get out of giving this speech here tonight. Because I didn't want to get up here and fail. Most people don't fear getting up here and speaking. They fear getting up here and failing miserably among their Toastmasters. plenty not fun to fail. And so really, truthfully, for us to achieve our goals and to live our lives to our greatest and fullest potential, we have to say no to our excuses. We have to say no to the monuments of nothingness that we build in our lives. We have to say no. We can't be flippant about it. Today's the day I say no more excuses. No more should we live in our monuments of nothingness because they keep us safe. As Derrek and Jack both mentioned, I've been to those clubs many times as a guest. I've always had an excuse or a reason not to join, not to commit. Today is the day I say no more excuses. And starting with this speech right now, I'm destroying my monuments of excuses and instead building monuments of greatness and bridges to infinite possibilities. What monuments are you going to destroy? Thank you.